Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. It looks like our heads are chopped off.
It does. I'm wondering, is this, well, let me just do this. I was trying to hide my background.
Mine is good.
Okay.
You can see me like this. I'm just a little lower, but
Let me,
I'm
how's
better than
that?
my head be chopped off.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I have my tripod low. I was trying to hide my dishes in the background because I took everything out my other office because my pole is in there.
Okay.
But my smaller disk is here, and this is where my computer is right now. So I haven't fully figured out what I'm doing after I took everything out the office and put the pole. I was just like pole office and didn't think of where I was going to put everything else. So
Yeah, you trying to figure it out, huh?
mm-hmm. So you gonna have my water bottle and Harlow's Grogu silicone snack bag as our guest stars today, and cutting board and the tent.
Oh, is that Harlow's little play place for her?
Mm-hmm. Her little playhouse.
Is Harlow moving around?
Girl, see, this is why routine. I made sure we ate early, breakfast early, lunch early.
I got it.
When she was ready to eat, I gave her dinner a little bit before you text me. I gave her dinner. We went downstairs to get her doll from the mail and then had to run to Gracie's. Came back up, started, making the bed because I was washing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't give her a nap today. And when she was trying to take a nap, I was like, nah, get up, get up. Put her to sleep. I had her sleep by 6:15. I was like, 70 to come on, just in case she decides to wake up. I was like, but I was adamant about seeing how I was going to create this schedule, so she can be asleep. Because I typically try to get her in bed now by like 7:30.
Oh, you really got a routine going on.
Look, I was like, nah, we about to try this today. This is what's happening, and she ain't knocked out. High five to me.
You all smiling about it. She in there knocked out.
Otherwise, she would have been right here with me, mama.
French fries?
Yeah, I felt like having a treat.
Where did you get some fries from?
I put them in the oven.
Oh, just like bacon. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a little late, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to save my fruit for tomorrow. Because I've been eating a lot of fruit. So I was like, I ain't wasting my fruit tonight. I'm going to start them tomorrow because I still got to go back and buy more fruit.
And it's a balancing game with that fruit because you got to eat it fast so that it doesn't go bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I got a bowl of pineapples sitting over here. I was eating on those, but I eat pineapples every day. Then it's like, I forgot about the mangoes. Let me get the mangoes because I don't want those to go bad. Oh, dang. All right, I got the apple. Apple will last longer than the pineapple. So you just, because I left the pineapples in the refrigerator one time and they had it looked like little white on it, but it didn't smell bad or anything. But I was like, I'm the one
you don't want to take a
chance. Sick. Oh, I'll be the one. I've gotten food poisoning before. We had the same burritos, everything. It literally, I was the one that was told. I'll be the one. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna.
Cancel.
Yeah. So now I eat them because I get the big tray of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like just a scoop every day. Fruit, I like fruit, but the way I'm eating it is like medicine. Yeah. Meaning like I have to have pineapples, I have to have an apple, I have to have some mango, I have to have fruit, and then I can have my other stuff. Like I want at least a cucumber or two every day. So I'm just eating backwards, and I feel like for my eyes, my skin, just everything, I mean, I feel good. I think you wouldn't even have to take that many. I think I liked, because I came back on today, I liked the post you did with the juice. You were doing the juice, you and Harlow, and what you were saying. And I think we make it overly complicated. You don't have to take 1,000 vitamins in the morning or during the day if you just make sure how many fruits and veggies have you had this week. When you got to be like, you say something like lettuce on a burger, shame on you.
It's really about what are you feeding your body, because again, I had did an article a couple of days ago about food as information. You know, what is food? So yeah, it's really just about what you're feeding your body, you know.
Yeah.
And people think fruit snacks is fruit. Fruit snacks ain't fruit. You know, apple juice ain't fruit. It say no sugar added, yet it's from concentrate.
Well, you're either gonna learn on the front end or the back end, and unfortunately, sometimes it's just like, you know, just what you've been being fed your whole life. I am very grateful that my mother gave us a lot of natural stuff. We had a juice man, we had a fruit person. We did not. I didn't even know anything about how Kool-Aid was made. None of that stuff. So I drank water. I don't even do soda like that now. So I have a lot of. She got me onto a lot of good habits. You know, she set me up for, it's like, I don't have to do fast food. Like, I don't have to. When I say I'm a foodie, I like good food, but not fast food like that. Like, I'm not a
fast food does not count.
No, and I easily, like, if you just start naming off fast food places, it'd be like, haven't been there. Like, and anybody, you know, my family knows, like, I just don't do it. You know, I don't even, it's not even worth it. It's like, it don't even taste good to me like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, this is not good. It's not worth, I won't even say the calories. Like, what is it going to do to what I'm working on? Like that.
Because all you're going to do is eat it and feel tired and sluggish and just yicky. You ain't going to want to be productive.
Have you seen, there was a guy on Instagram, he said, pay attention to, and sometimes this stuff just gets overwhelming. You're just like, oh, throw the whole car away. He was like, if you look at the SKU number on the fruit, that's the SKU number, is it starts with a 4, that means it's fruit, but it's been exposed to pesticides. If it starts with a 9, that means it's the best. It has no pesticides. And then I don't know what the other number was. He says, and if it starts with that, it's not even real. And so I just, you know how you just
some of that stuff I just tune out, because they did one with toothpaste as well. You know, and so some things I just be feeling like
they're trying to make
people be getting too deep with it, which then turns people who want to try to start building healthier habits, it turns them off, because they're feeling like, well, okay, I'm going to try to eat more fruit, but this said don't do the 9. This said don't do the 4. I got to do the one with the 0. Then you're turning the people off, because then it's like, fuck it, McDonald's is convenient. I'll get a fruit cup from there.
And it's too overwhelming. Like, it's too much information. I really think that they want, I mean, you end up suffering, you die from stress. It's not even the food you ate. It's the stress that you put yourself under because you were trying to eat the right food. Right. It becomes so much. And so I think that you just have, one, for me, I pray, and it's just like, I'm going to do the best that I can with what I have. Because in them telling you that, you start looking at the price on the 9. Can you imagine somebody stressing themselves out that has a family to feed and they're trying to purchase the stuff with the 9 that's the best? Like, they can't even afford it. You know what I mean? When you have little kids and stuff like that. So what are you going to do? You're going to eat the 9 and give them the 4? Or it's just
all I say, pray over your food like you said. Go buy some vinegar and water or some veggie wash. Whatever you got to do, let your fruit soak, let your veggies soak, wash it the best you can, because at the end of the day, everything got fucking dirt on it, pesticides on it, shit.
Dirty.
Even the good shit ain't perfect. I eat it all. Pause.
And you do. I'll be like, you shouldn't. Like, okay. No, I try to implement as best I can the knowledge that I get. But when I feel like, it's too much, it's just like, you know what, I'm gonna leave that alone. Because I think that you're gonna stress me out more than anything. I'm not gonna even feel comfortable because it's just information overload. It's too much, you know?
Exactly.
So
that's why whenever I do post stuff or repost stuff, I try not to post stuff that is too deep for people. You know, I still want to post things that are informative and that I've done research on, but I never want to post things that gets too deep unless I'm sending to people and we already have these conversations, because I don't want people to get turned off from being better for themselves, eating healthier, trying to do what's best to thrive.
I call it first time friendly. You have to be first time friendly for people, because often even with marketing or just wanting to get people involved, you'll do it from the standpoint of your understanding, and it ain't about what you understand. It's about how you appeal to others to get them on board with whatever it is you're marketing or whatever it is you're wanting them to do. So you still got to change it back and make it first time friendly. Like, if this was somebody's first time hearing this, or I want this to be want to make somebody feel comfortable for the first time trying this, how would I do it? Well, I know how. No. It's not about how you would do it. It's about how you would appeal to a first time person. How would it be friendly? So you have to change your whole perspective and be like, if I was, think about when you're in Costco. Remember all the samples? They ask you all the samples all the time in Costco and stuff. Just always like change the perspective where, from, if it were me and it was my first time, what would appeal to me? Would I want to be bombarded with all this information or acronyms, or it's assumptions that I know all these things, or just make it very, what I'm saying, first time friendly, where it's like, even somebody that does know, you're not really worried about them, because if your goal is to get the people that don't, or give new information and equip somebody to be able to do more or use it as they see fit, you're not worried about who knows it. You know it. And if it's somebody else, I mean, what's the big deal if it's like, I already know how to eat healthy? Okay, so they're going to critique, here she go making this juice. I know this already. Okay, but what about, we know everybody don't know it, because people wouldn't be suffering the way that they are, or be unhappy. So it's not for you. Just like, what I'm saying, everything is not made for all of us.
Exactly.
So I just always say first time friendly. That's who I'm looking for. I'm looking for the first timers and the ones that want to stay and be with me on the journey for whatever it is. I'm trying to get them to get on board with, or to have later on to implement however they want to.
Yeah.
First time friendly. If it's not first time friendly, I'm just like, this is too much.
Yeah.
You giving me too much information. I'm done. I feel it's overload. Information. Or I don't even know what you're talking about at this point, because you talking like you talking to yourself. You ever talking? It's like, I'm talking because I know. I know. You know what I mean? So can you make this first time friendly for me, and maybe I'll come back.
And so it's so funny though, at the grocery store though, I swear, you go to the same grocery stores, they all be having the same SKUs. When I get bananas from Publix, I swear the SKU number, the PU number that they put, is the same number if I was at the other grocery store.
No, I look, it's hey Meredith, it's I feel like, so when I'm at Sprouts, first of all, I look at the stuff. Anything that's seedless, I break it down to the bare bones. I don't even need a code, because you can get real complicated. I'm an overthinker sometimes. What if they switch the codes up? Or what if they take the code off and it's not a code? Because at Sprouts, some stuff doesn't have. They have to look it up. So here's my thing. Does it have seeds? And how am I feeling about the way it looks?
Exactly.
That's a big apple. That's a big piece of chicken. I've never seen a chicken that big. I'm pass. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to kind of go back to the basics. Like, why is that apple so big?
Use your better judgment.
Yeah. Why are these, I'm messing with you, cotton candy grapes? I never had that flavor before. I mean,
is this candy?
Yeah. Exactly.
Is this real cotton candy?
Right. It's just like, context clues tell you that's not what it's. Cotton candy grapes, no.
But you can't tell people shit.
Yeah, and then I think I've said it 1,000 times when we've come on, seedless grapes. I remember it was years ago, my mother was like, all this seedless stuff, anything coming from the ground has a seed, so you can grow it again. It made so much sense what she said. So anytime I see seedless, and I've even asked before, they're like, it's the convenience. It's not an inconvenience for me to have the pit of something, or it's a seed in it that it grew.
It's Monsanto and their genetically modified seeds that they be bullying the real farmers to use. It's in the documentary Food Matters. Go watch it on Netflix.
That's what I'm saying. It's too much. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna look at it, you know, because they'll switch to, you know how they do.
I have to get deep on you then.
You know how they do with us. Credit scores. I'm switching gears for a minute. Credit score, good one is 700. As soon as we caught on, 850. It's like, wait, you check. They keep moving the bar. So you know, as soon as too many people start telling us about these numbers, 498, they're gonna be like, let's throw a 2 in there, change the 4,
right?
Make it
so
8.
They don't know.
Like, what happened? So for me, I I'm gonna pray over my food, and you know, just believe that I'm gonna get the nourishment and the sustenance I need, you know, for me to be as healthy as I desire to be, or I'm trying to be with what I have.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that gets kind of crazy. It gets really, really nuts. We started talking because, you know, nobody was in here yet, but
welcome back.
Yeah, we came off of a hiatus. It was a much, I love a good reset. It feels so good, and the weather must have reset too, because we had rain so much. It was ridiculous. And then all of a sudden we've had sunny days the last couple of days. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just love it. I was out soaking up the sun, and, you know, LA was doing too much. I said, you guys are acting like East Coast weather.
Yeah, we had 80 and 84 degree weather a couple days, and then like yesterday it rained some, and then today it rained a little lightning, then it cleared up. The weather dropped a little, but really it's just been, you could tell like spring is creeping in. One random Sunday too woke up and it was snowing. Like flurries that didn't stick, but it was like, I was like, is it windy out there too, the way this snow was coming down out the window? I woke up, walked in the living room, I was like, wait a minute, what's going on?
No, I'm so glad the rain is gone. It's cold. I'm ready for spring, and then summer's coming on in. It's like, okie dokie, here we go. Get it going. Summertime.
Yes. Summertime in the LBC.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
Thank you for tuning in here with us. There's so much stuff I'm thinking about. I pulled my bowl out. My bowls were put away on the shelf. I'm like, I don't even know what's in my bowl, but we gonna see. And I had me I didn't do any wine, so I was on the wild side. I've been playing around with making drinks, and I didn't do this one today, but I made this drink one day and gave it to everybody, and they were like, "Oh, this tastes like cough syrup. This is probably when people get jacked up on me," because I was over there. I've always been like that with food. It's like, what if I put a little bit of this and a little bit of that? So I'm like, I'm not throwing this away. I put it in one of my glass containers and put it in the refrigerator. So I have bottles of wine in there, but I went right back and pulled that out. I was like, let me add some lemonade to this thing. So we gonna see. We gonna see. It tastes like, I should name it like a lemonade cranberry sour.
Let me see it again. Oh, it looked like cough syrup.
And it's super sour. It's sour, but I think I did like cranberry, lemonade, tequila, vodka, grenada. I was up there going, yeah. Even my husband was like, ooh. And if he says ooh, then I was like, ooh, kind of like, got you off your clothes, but kind of like, ooh, if you say ooh, because he drinks. So I'll see how this hits today. I'm not going to waste it.
Well, I'm sipping my detox tea blend. This has been my ritual for a while. This is what I sip before bed. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to drink wine. Like, I even tried to have, some earlier in the week. It's just not agreeing with me right now. So
maybe your body's something else. You said you detoxing and stuff. Your body's probably like, that's not what
and it just makes me extra tired, and it hasn't been setting well with my stomach, but I just, around this time, I've been having my detox tea blend. It's got like yellow dock root, burdock root, dandelion root, ginger. I think there's red clover in it. Might have peppermint, But yeah, so this is what I've been drinking every day. So that's what I'm drinking. I would put it in my big cup, but I had just brewed it and I didn't want to burn the cup. I don't think it would have burned it, but I don't want to take no chances. So my love is magic.
Hey, you do. I feel like your body tells you, you know, when it's something wrong, like the check engine light, or like, no, that's we not on that right now. We doing something, and I listen to it, because even the doctor asks you when you come in. So how you feeling? What's been going on? You got to tell them. You got to give him an update. They can't plug us in and see all the stuff and read all the codes and stuff. So if your body's telling you the wine is not, I leave it. Because I was only. I'm like, I'm not a big drinker. I like wine, but I was drinking more every Sunday. Remember I told you, I said, this is the first time ever. Wow. So.
Yeah. But I might get like a tequila or something and just do that on the rocks or something too, here and there. You know what I'm saying? Switch it up a little bit.
Over there, you wouldn't say, yeah, the wine's not agreeing, but I might get like a tequila on the rocks.
Every now and then, but we'll see. But for now, it's the detox tea for me. So y'all gonna be seeing me with this cup for a little while.
Okay.
I mean, look at the glow. I don't have any. The only makeup I've got on, because I've been practicing doing my brows, but and I put a lip on. But other than that, face clearing.
You see the business from it. I said keep doing it.
And I want the side note. Are you wearing? Did you get your Ulta, your Juvia's places? That's what's on your lips. Did you get it?
No, I got. Where did I go? I got all these different lipsticks. I went to the beauty supply. You know how LA beauty supplies, they got the big ones. It was huge. And so when I was in there, what is the brand? It was
NYC.
No. Because it's got that gloss. This is matte. And I love a dark lip. I've always been like that. And I'm like, I don't know what they call it, the 80s baby, but I always like the line and then the middle. Because anything too light, it just looks like I have nothing on. But I do have a light one now too. I did it the other day. I had an orange on. I have to see what brand it is, but I got a bunch of different colors. And this is actually a different red. It was like what they said, it was like a spice something, and then I have matte chocolate that I put around. Thanks. I do that, but I'll do it dark like this if I have white on. I can't do this with it's like a yellow or something like that. But yeah, I didn't make it over there. Anything that's convenient. I'm trying to now condense my time frame so much. Because I'm just in a different space right now. We went to the movies the other day. And I don't know if maybe everybody else is feeling like this. We went in this theater before the pandemic. It was like $25 to go. My husband had found it, and we went, and he took me there because I don't want to say I'm bougie. I don't like when people use that word when you just have a standard of where you spend your money. I like when it's clean. I like ambiance. I like an experience, you know? And so this theater was my theater. You go in, the big recliners, leather chairs, you press it, the waiter comes, and you can get sushi, you can get margaritas. I love the place. $25, not a whole bunch to go. Pandemic hit, and this chain bought up other theaters that closed down that weren't able to sustain for that shutdown. Because this, I think this theater hadn't been open very long, and it was independent, just one. So this franchise out of Dallas bought it. I don't know if they just went and put it in every newspaper where everybody knows about it. But when I went there the other day, I went to the bathroom and it looked like somebody was murdered in there. Yeah. And I'm not trying to make you like gross out, but I'm like, why would a women's bathroom look like this? Literally blood on the toilets. Somebody ripped the toilet seat off. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous. So
sounds like my job's bathroom, women's bathroom. And that's not exaggeration. Meredith will tell you.
That's disgusting. My thing is this. First of all, as a standard, we're women. I'm not saying the men's bathroom should look crazy, but who's doing this? And what does your bathroom at home look like? I'm a weirdo. I'm going to get, this may be TMI. I don't sit on the toilet seats, any of that. I probably got the coldest calf muscles in the game, okay? Because I don't even trust the seat covers. So, but when I'm just, you know, if I go in there and I squat and any tinkle gets on the seat still, I'm gonna grab about 1,000 of those covers, wipe the toilet seat, put them in, flush. And because it's so many, it's like it didn't go down. I'm gonna flush again because I don't want someone to come in and see any remnants of what was going on before I was, you know, when I was in there.
Yeah.
Leave a clean toilet and leave just water in there. Leave it like you found it. That should just be the rule of thumb. Leave the place the way you found the place.
Yeah.
But it's for us too, for women, it's just like, yeah,
disgusting.
This is you guys. Who bled in here? And yeah, I mean, and it was all on the floor and stuff. So I'm just like, this is disgusting. So I didn't even use the bathroom. I went in there, looked at it, came out, and I told my husband, I said, this is he's like, the men's bathroom looks bad too. I said, what? So I told him, he said, I already know. I'm gonna have to look for another movie theater for you because I need a separation. You can't get my money and then whoever did that is in here with me too. We got to be on the same page, just like we all want to be in a clean bathroom. So now that I know you're in here, I can't come no more.
Yeah.
And that may seem a little far-fetched. It's like, you're so extra, but that's just
it's me. Not.
Once I know y'all are tagging on the seats or tagging in the bathroom or dirtying it up and stuff, it's like, you know what?
Time to it's a stage left.
It's a wrap for me. I'll wait for it to come on streaming services, or we'll have to find a really nice theater and I have to really want to go see it, or I just won't. Yeah. It messes up your whole experience. You shouldn't pay your money, come out, and you can't go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or you have to fear what you're going to see. And then my thing is, if I'm using this bathroom, the employees are using this bathroom too. And who's making the food? So my whole mind it gets bad for me. I
just feel anytime there's public restrooms, it should be getting cleaned regularly. But we know.
And then they get mad when it's like, you can't, the bathroom is not for the public. I kind of feel them on that.
Yeah.
Because at least you can narrow down who's doing it. You can talk to your employees and be like, cut it out. You know, but when you open it up to the public, you don't even know who's tagging, who's being dirty or something. It's just unfortunate, but it's just pushing me more into, you should enjoy your home anyway, but I'm just finding more and more stuff to do at home. You know, I was already like that before the pandemic, where it's like I was the person at the early bird show. You know, I was at the stores when they opened up, or I went to stores where it's like, you know, the energy of it and stuff. And it's just pushing me back into that. Cause just like, I don't want to see that stuff. That changes my whole energy. Like, I don't like that.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Like, So who's in the live? What are you drinking on? I saw a Meredith grad. I saw
Journey of a Legend.
What are you guys drinking on?
What are you guys sipping on?
I'm just reading what Journey of a Legend said. The women are way now, and that's scary that a man is saying that.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
It's ridiculous. Trust me. I'd be like, sometimes I walk all the way to another building to use the bathroom. Journey of a Legend is having a Mai Tai.
Okay.
I am drinking a wholesome glass of water. Meredith.
You can never have too much water, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. When they say that drink hit, that water hits. The water gonna work. She said, preach.
I got my water.
Preach. Well, I know we were talking about what we're drinking on. We can raise our glasses and cheers to get our conversation started. Cheers. Cheers. And see, Elle, take us away. What are we talking about today?
I'm going to jump into my spicy bowl. At this point, I don't even know what's spicy and what's not. Because when I be thinking my things are mild, they end up being spicy. I got shit hella folded. Okay. Oh, I got 2 little papers on this one. Okay. And I know we've been gone for a minute, so it's just been a lot going on social media, a lot going on just in general with people. So, so Krishan Rock is pregnant. Is she still pregnant, or did she have abortion? Did she have miscarriage? Anybody know?
Ooh.
Krishan and face. You know she pregnant?
Okay. I try to stay away from them. For her voice bothers me. And then the whining of it. Daddy, daddy. She's calling like I can't. So you have
so
to
this isn't necessarily about it. It just prompted me.
Thank you, Edna. She said,
"Ooh,
that's good. That's a good place for you to be."
the situation just prompted me because I know before she even announced she was pregnant, she was on that podcast talking about it. But it made me think. It's like, why are people having babies for sport? Because
that's the topic.
yeah, because I feel like people are having babies for sport. It's not just the Krishan Rocks. It's like when you get on social media or you know people, it's just like, why are you complaining? You knew what you were signing up for. It's just like, oh, I want to join a sports team. Let's pop out a kid. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, being a mom is not easy, but it's also, I don't want to say it's not hard, but if you know what you're doing, it ain't really that hard. If that makes sense. But then I see all these people having babies, complaining about their baby daddies, complaining that they don't have this, complaining that they need child support, just complaining. And my thing is just like, stop having babies for sport or because it looks like it's the thing to do on social media. Stop fucking thinking you got the good tussy cat and the man's going to just be an all in you, and stop just getting yourself in situations because you're lonely. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what's happening is a child is being brought into this world who needs to be taken care of. The kid didn't ask to be brought into this world. So there's no time for fights. There's no time for complaints. Pull up your big girl pants, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the mom, the woman who's going to be caring for this kid. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time to complain. Take care of the fucking kid. Because you should have kept your legs close. Or should have used protection, you know? And if you got issues, don't be bringing the kid into this world. Krishan and some of you other people on social media, you know? Because at the end of the day, the child is the one who's going to be suffered, because a child is brought into chaos, into dysfunction. And that's not fair, you know? Sorry, I just got on a rant.
Well, I think initially the question you asked or I'm posing it as a question. Are people having babies
for sport?
Right. You know,
I think now kids are an accessory. It's something you can say you have. Bitch, this is not a Telfar bag.
I got a different perspective on it a little bit because I can't remember who I was having this conversation with. But I think I know what it was. There was a lady that I met, and we had a pretty enlightening week. We met briefly and had a conversation, and then we went and had lunch and had a conversation. And we started talking about our daughters. And then it turned to women, young women. And what she said, I thought about it because she kind of changed my perspective, because I was trying to understand. We were talking about how women in their 20s, you know, some of them with daughters, they'll leave home, or, you know, they got to go do their own thing, or they need to do it themselves. It's like, I can do this myself. I don't need any help. And it's like, where is this coming from, you know? And what she said was that we naturally need to create and nurture. We need to do something of our own. It's almost like coming and showing, you know, I did this. And I was like, kind of like how the cat brings the dead animal to the door for the owner, like, look what I brought you. And she was like, yeah. She said, you know, she was saying with daughters, if they get a certain age and they need to go out, they need to kind of detach from, if they're close to their moms, they got to kind of do their own thing. They like, this don't have nothing to do with you. It's not, it didn't come from you. This came from me. And they need to bring it back to you. And when she was saying that, you know, I started kind of taking that and looking at it with other women, not just daughters. I think a lot of women, when they may not have been, not all of them have been very successful at certain things. You know, if you mentioned Krishan, just think about how much negative energy, you know, even though she's like, it don't bother me, she picked Blueface. You know what I mean? She's the, you know, most of the attention she's getting is off of doing crazy stuff. But when you really sit with yourself, it's like, okay, what have I done that I can say I did this? It had nothing. Blueface didn't make me. No, it's not something my mother did or I got off the backs of someone else. This is something I did. I did it. You didn't do it. I did. It came from me. I grew it in my stomach for 9 months. It's out and it's dependent completely on me. I'm someone's mother. Do you know how like empowering that can be, or just how powerful that is to be someone's mother? Even though you may not, like you said, be qualified, or you doing crazy stuff yourself, or you still out there being immature, it's still someone that's calling you mom, someone that's dependent on you. You got people saying, this person needs you. You got to get your stuff together. If you don't, you know, who's going to look after them? It's you. Nobody else can do it but you. It's like a, you know, it's got to be like a high. And I think that that's what's happening with a lot of these young women specifically that we see with these kids. Because I used to think, is it for the bag? I think they're still getting the money and stuff too, but I think at the end of the day, kids are like at a certain age, and I don't want to say animals, but you know, I have a dog as well. You cannot see your kid, not give them what they want at that very, like the age Harlow is, they will forgive you in a second. Your mom, they love you unconditionally. That is as close to unconditional love that you're ever going to get when you have a child. Your child will be, you can mistreat them, not be there, and everybody else sees it. They don't know that. They just love you. It's like, it's mommy. It doesn't matter. They want to be with their mom. So I think that it's more of a power thing, you know, more of a, I can do this, or look what I did. You thought, you know, I couldn't do this, but look what I did over here. I'm someone's mother. Because even with her, I haven't seen her as of late, but remember, she was excited. I remember when she did announce, it's like, I'm having a baby. I'm going to have a baby shower. Like, it's all these things that come with it. I think that that's what, you know, it's like I have some sort of power. I'm somebody now. I'm somebody's mother. You can think I'm a horrible person. You could think I'm, you know, a hoe. I'm stupid. Whatever you want to call me. But you also got to say I'm somebody's mother. There's somebody that loves me unconditionally and depends on me fully. And the world will say the same thing. This person needs you. That, you know, they love you. You have to be there for them. That's what I think it is. I don't even think a lot of them are looking at a sport. I think it's these moments where it's just like, I can do this too. And no one can deny it. You are someone's mother. Now, we know it's so much more that comes with just title.
Yeah, because then what happens when your mom can't take care of the kid, bitch?
Yeah, no, we get that part. we know it's way more than just the title. But think about it. We've talked about toxic relationships with family members and stuff on here before. Think about how many mothers or dads and stuff that will not be active, but will be quick to tell you, I'm your dad. I'm your mother. You're going to respect me. It's this title thing. You know, with the title comes entitlement and some sort of like, you know.
I'd be like, bitch, but you didn't take care of me.
But you know,
grandmama took care of me.
Yeah, the same breath you say that, you'll have a great majority of people telling you at the end of the day, Elle, that's your mother or that's your father, and you need to respect them. I know what they did wasn't right, but you still need to show some respect. That's your mother, that's your father, that's the kind of world we're in.
And that's their opinion, and then I got mine. You got yours too. You know what I'm saying? But I do get what you're saying. the thought of I did this. I just feel like I said, you did it, but then bitch, what's next? That's my thing. What's next? Because once you pop a kid out, you have a living person that you have to take care of. So to me, the title is out the window, because is this kid going to the doctor? Is this kid getting enough food? You know, is this kid healthy? Is this kid staying sick? You know what I'm saying?
But Elle, you're going beyond title.
Yeah, because that's what I feel like. Don't have kids for a title, because like Meredith said, it seems like an accessory.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It seems like you're like, oh, I saw a Yorkie at PetSmart and I think I want to get it.
But what do you do with accessories though? You put them away. What do you do with accessories? You might put that one away and get something else, and then you might go back to it. So I'm
going to drop my baby at the dumpster or to the fire department, and then I'm putting it away, and then I'm going to get another baby. And then when I'm done with that accessory, I'm going to put it, and then I'm going to get another baby. Journey of Legend said, LOL, women are interesting. I'm not having no kid to say I brought something back to the fold.
But so many people do it.
Because that's, at the end of the day, those are always the things that I look at. Do you have the capacity to take care of a kid? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's unfair to the kid that you wanted a title just to say you did it, to separate yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But Elle, that's why I said it's the perspective. Someone that can't take care of themselves may be like, I felt miserably at taking care of myself, or people are always telling me I don't take care of myself. Maybe I can do really good with the kid though, because it's a baby. You know, like, wait a minute, if you can't take care of yourself, you really don't want to have a baby.
But some people are successful though at it. I give them that. Some people who, I think that when some people have kids, it's probably the greatest thing that has happened to them. But I feel like that percentage is so low compared to the people who are doing it because they want to feel independent, doing it out of pride, out of spite, you know, doing it just to say they did it and not even thinking about what the plan is, you know, doing on the 9-hour budget in this social climate, in this economic climate. And I know I'm thinking deep on it, but for me, it's like, because when a kid is brought into this world, they deserve to have a fair and fighting chance. And if you, the mother or the father or whoever, you should do everything in your power to let your kid have a chance to be great in this world. That's what I feel. They shouldn't have to, I mean, God forbid, I never want to have to be in poverty with my kid. You know, I will do all that I can that's within my means to make sure that Harlow is well taken care of, well educated, that she doesn't get sick, which she barely gets, you know, has gotten really sick. So, you know, and that's just me. But I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that Harlow has a chance at everything that's available in this world.
And Meredith Grass said that, you know, don't have children when you haven't healed from your trauma. You know, you do your kids a huge disservice. But hurt people hurt people. You know, hurt people. I mean, and I totally agree with what you're saying. I'm just looking at it from a different perspective. Someone is hurting, they can't heal. So it's like, let me put my hands on something else. That's how people, you know, that do take drugs and stuff like that. It's a temporary fix. They're looking for something to give them some sort of relief, some sort of escape, you know, from something else. So in the trauma part, a person of sound mind and just kind of like sense would be like, you don't need to be caring for anybody when you still have to care for yourself and you have some trauma and some healing. But a person that's not thinking like that, it's like I'm looking for relief. I'm looking for something, and they're just searching. And it's like, maybe this will help. And then that's when you see what you said, Elle, those children can be discarded because that didn't work. So I'm looking for something else now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how I can not feel this way, how I can be successful, how I can not fit the narrative, how I can. So they're just,
Shit, it took me 20 years to decide to have a kid. Look at me now.
I look at my son all the time. I'm like, I had you when I was your age. And he's like, wow. I'm like, yes, you were I had you at 23. You were 23. And he's like, I don't want no kids at this age. And I'm like, and you wouldn't want to have any at this age. But I have to, when I'm looking at him and what he's got going on, I'm just thinking, I was a kid with a kid. And I just grew up. Yeah. You just grow up, and it's just like you make the decision like, I'm second. But I don't think now there are some people that's going in there like, I'm about to secure this bag, I'm gonna have this baby, but I think a lot of them, they just
some of them ain't even securing the bag. Some of these ain't worth shit. But we ain't even gonna get on that topic because then it gets a little deeper than that. We ain't gonna dive deep on that one.
Shout out to Cruise Season. They cover all that topic.
I love their stuff. I just be putting the whole podcast on. They long, but I just be putting them on.
I just laugh because I'm like, they giving up the game so cold.
And it's like, I don't want to say they're siding with the women, but they're really just letting the men know. You know what I'm saying? They're really just like, yo, you need to open your eyes.
And they're giving them a different perspective. And I think
exactly.
But it's one thing, because the way when I look at Cruise Season, I'm like, now I've said that before, but it hit different when it comes from a group of men, though.
Exactly.
You could tell a woman. I've said some of the stuff they said, like, why would you? That doesn't even. Could you? But it's you though. But you get a group of men. That's why I love it. I'm like, tell them.
Yep.
When they tell it, it's like, so don't say that they don't know, because those are men.
Then when the main guy, when he be posting his little shorts and the way he speaks, he just be like, when your woman, it's just his whole just presentation down to the voice.
Which one are you talking about? It's
the one with the beard. He always got the hat on.
He's married too.
The one I'm always posting.
Yeah, he on it.
Yep.
I think has he been in 10 years? I know the one that's bald, the darker complexion. He been married for 10 years. I want to say that one's been married. They got some time up under their belt.
Yeah.
They've been with who they. So I'm just imagining. I'm like, ooh, they on there. They got to be on tip top shape at home. She said the dry one. What dry one? He's not dry.
Oh, look who's awake. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Here, let's get a shirt. Let me put a shirt on her real quick. So, Bear, what you picking from?
I'm gonna go for my mild bowl. Journey of a Legend. What you mean the dry one?
Probably the way he speaks.
You feel like he's dry?
Is she talking about the way he speaks, the tall one?
The one with the hat. That's what she's talking about.
Yep.
I'm carrying these chips
up. Right here.
I had this thing for like last week. I wanted some, and then I wanted some today. The plain Ruffles.
Oh yeah.
And I have this thing like I'll have a taste for something, and then I won't eat it for months. I won't want no more of it. It's like I have my fill. I don't want it anymore. So I'm gonna go.
I have some tortilla chips from Trader Joe's in there.
Ooh, have you had the chicas from Whole Foods? They're delicious. The best. They're called chicas. Oh my goodness. The best chips to have with guacamole or salsa. Oh, delicious. I'm gonna go to my Mal bowl. Let's see. Busy work and bullshit Are you busy doing work, or are you busy work and bullshitting? And I put this on here because I see this all the time. So there's people, I remember Denzel Washington said a long time ago, and I laughed because I'm like, we on the same page. Denzel was like, just because you're doing a lot doesn't mean you're getting a lot done.
Yeah.
And so I was like, are you busy or doing busy work and bullshitting? And so sometimes you have to kind of sit and ask yourself that. Like, am I doing a lot and seeing no results or very small results, or could I be more impactful and do, you know, let's say it's not about the quantity, it's the quality. You know, you just do, you all over the place. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I can't do this, I can't do that. And it's just like, whoa. The results, what all that you're doing is not equating. When they say the math ain't mathing, you doing all that, and this is it. This is what it's come to. So I think that that's always a good thing to ask myself, and I also assess other people with that same question. With me applying it to myself, it's like, what am I lending my time, my efforts, my energy to, and how does that look on the back end as far as results? I should not be exhausted up at late at night, early in the morning, making this meeting, that meeting, having this lunch, that lunch on this call. The phone is gotta do this, gotta do that, all over the place. And then it's like, what have you gotten done? I'm still in the exact same place I was 7 months ago. It's like, so what is all this that you're doing? Whatever you lend your time to, you should be seeing some sort of results. Or you busy work, or you just bullshitting. Now, I've met more living in LA people that bullshit. Yeah. They go here, they going there, you know, they got to return this call, that call. They got emails, they're going to this premiere, that premiere, this lunch, they know this person, that person. And then you see them a year from now and they're in the exact same place. And I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about place mentally, emotionally. The conversation is exactly the same. You can tell there's no growth. It's like, how are you busy doing all that and you have not grown any? I don't see any fruits of your labor, none. You as we out here, remember the guys, I'm in the studio, they be in the studio. That's like funny to me in LA. I'm on set in the studio, everybody's a rapper or an actor
at the stew.
Yeah,
call exactly. You later. I'm at the stew. Yeah,
till 2 or 3 in the morning. And you've been doing this when I met you in 2020. It's 2020. And they ain't even got a song on motherfucking Spotify. Oh, do you have any credits on somebody's album? Are you producing? What are you doing in the studio? Okay, or what's happening in there? How are you? Or who is in the studio that you're not connected with? Yeah, but how do you spend more than 40 hours a week in the studio, which is a workload, right? And I don't see you on the credits. I don't see you elevating or connecting or, again, seeing the fruits of your labor. So now I start, when I assess that, once I see the person and look at it for yourself, then it's like, oh, you just bullshit. You just talking and you like to do a lot, but nothing's happening. Mm-hmm. Got it. And that helps me because that shows me kind of where an individual fits. So are you really busy working? Are you just doing busy work? Or are you bullshitting? So the person that's busy working, I rock with them because I'm going to see the fruits of the labor. I can really see, like, every time I see them, it's something else that's happened. They told me they was getting that done or doing this or that was happening. They were in the process of, you know, making this move and it happened. That's the person that's actually busy working. They're working. Then you got the busy work. I got this going on, that going on, got this over here, got 17 irons in the fire, got this, got to catch a flight, got to do this. And it's like, catch a flight. Wow, they're doing a lot. And it's like the conversation, everything, they're in the exact same spot. You got to watch. It's like nothing's happening. That's the same earpiece in the ear. Right. Talking to you and taking a call. Hold on. Take a call. Like, what? So that's the busy worker. And then the last one is the bullshitter, where they always making moves, making money moves. I'm doing this, I'm making money moves, I'm doing this. And it's like nothing's happening. And you're trying to sell me this and I'm not buying it. oh, you just full of BS. You just bullshit. You're not even, because the busy worker, I can respect them more because they'll just lend their time and efforts to everybody. They got to, oh, they want me to be over there. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's like, slow down. Put your, concentrate your energy on this thing, or you can't make all those meetings, or you can't. So they might just need a little more discipline and structure.
And structure, for sure.
But the BS one, I don't got no respect for them, because you full of shit and you trying to sell me on it. You're trying to sell me on it, and make them and try to put the film over my eyes, like, with it, is this a filter? Like, what is going on? I know, I see you. I see you told me this, or so once you can differentiate between those three, I think you yourself, when you can identify who you are, and then the people around you, the world's a better place. Because I don't got time. It's like, and when you start looking at it that way, you'll be like, oh, you busy work. Oh, you just full of shit. Oh, this person really is, getting some things done. But that's my topic. That's my rundown on it, though. I mean, do you know any busy work? Have you seen these three types of people, or have you had to be like?
Well, I'm from LA, so I have. But it's so funny when being out here. If I'm at the studio with Q, I might be in the other room, or sometimes I've been in the same room, and the people, we got this going on, we doing this, we doing that, and we got so-and-so coming through, and it's just like, when is it happening? Even people close to Q, I'll be sitting there.
Do an hour or something again.
Has to be. I wasn't even paying attention if there was a timer at the top, but that's the only thing I can think of when it happened.
I was like, let me let that sit, because I know how this go.
Yeah. Dang, take a break.
Okay. That's what we're doing. I'm with it. You need me?
And me, I'm on my computer right now on Google trying to see if something changed.
Features on any platform that aren't even accessible to you. It's almost like you don't get that because you ain't been rocking with us long enough.
I know.
Or you don't use us enough. So it's like, okay. I respect it.
Okay.
I'm learning that too.
Okay, Instagram.
Josiah was talking to me about it the other day, and I had to remember it. It brought to my remembrance. You eliminate unnecessary stress when you don't trip off of stuff you cannot control. And that's me. I will be upset about something, and it's like, okay, what can I do? Is there anything I could have done to not be subjected to that, or to not have it? If I don't have, if it's like, nope, you did, it's like, well, what you mad for? Are you upset with what happened? Or are you upset because it shouldn't have? You got to think about, you got to listen to what you're mad about. That shouldn't happen. That's just like, let's say with traffic, they cut me off. It shouldn't. Okay, you can't control them. Did you do anything wrong? No. Okay, so, but you can be like, I'm pissed off about the situation, but I'm not going to keep saying, they should have, because I'm going to be mad all day.
Yeah.
Be upset all day.
Exactly. Exactly.
You were before you were cut off. I know you were saying at the studio. You said when people were sitting there, he knows your body language.
Because I just be sitting there listening. Some people be like, what I mean? Want to be asking me my opinion and stuff like that. I just be sitting there quiet, just like, I'm from LA. I see this a lot. So I just be chuckling to myself. Because, people come in there and they be talking big stuff like they're really doing something and they're really about something. It's like,
I say this to people all the time, so you could tell me everything. You could tell me anything. Your actions tell me everything. I don't listen to what people say. Now, there's sometimes for me, because I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to do what I said. But for new people, you learn more watching they establish their character, you know, who they are through their actions more than what they tell you. Because nobody's gonna tell you I'm a piece of crap. Nobody's gonna tell you I'm not dependable, I'm unreliable. You know, I'm not here to add value. I'm here to take from you. Who's gonna say that? That's the fine print. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff. Nobody's gonna come out and tell you that. So you have to pay attention to what people do, because people show you who they are all the time. Or believe it.
You just got to choose to pay attention.
They'll show you repeatedly. Who I am, this is going on. You'd be like, no way, it could be. It could be like, yes, it can. That's exactly what it is. You don't want to accept it, but I'm showing you exactly. This is it. The scorpion and the swan. I'm a scorpion. It's in my nature. I'm a scorpion. Well, yeah. Pay attention to those busy workers and BSers. The people that's actually getting it done, you don't have to worry about this, because every time you see them, it's like, oh, damn, that's something you checked off this. Oh, they really did. Oh, okay. Oh. And they're not going to be talking about it. You're going to see it. Like, no.
At least they moving something. It might be a slow pace, but they moving something
done. I don't talk about it no more, but if they ask me, I'll be like, oh yeah, it was already done. Oh yeah, I did that. Oh yeah, I went there. Like, that's I'm not gonna keep talking about it. That's not what I'm not gonna do. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have some more to say on that. That was pretty like a, for me. Oh yeah.
It was pretty straightforward.
Hey, every day.
Because those people exist in the world.
Getting your stuff done, because you'll be. That's what Instagram. Instagram was full of BSers, and people get caught up as looky-loos and start comparing their life to some BS, and then they start doing busy work. It's like, what's going on? Now you're a busy worker because you're trying to keep up with the BSers.
And they do that because they want people to fall in line in what they're trying to do.
Listen.
And they want you to fall in line for free.
The fact,
you know, like in the studio situation, a lot of times it's like, oh yeah, we got this on and we can this, and that. What it really equates to is we trying to see if we can get some free or cheaper studio time.
Here's the thing.
No, motherfucker.
You can't start and stop life, but you can start and stop Instagram. You can start and stop the camera. You can start and stop record. You start dealing with filters. Anything that allows me to do all that, I'm not believing it. It's like you take it with a grain of salt. They could have took that picture 1,000 times.
Yep.
I don't even know if that's really where they say they at. I don't even know. That's on a tripod, or those are really, that's real laughter.
It don't be. Half the time they putting themselves in the background that they were never at. You can actually do that and make it look like you're really there.
And I won't get caught up busy working trying to keep up with them. I already know what I'm going on, and it's something you should do a self-check all the time. I'm like, am I busy working?
Exactly.
Or sometimes you're like, am I bullshitting? Because I've been saying this for 3 years. I know somebody feels like you bullshitting because you've been saying this and nothing's happening. So it is what it is. Anybody, like I said, that knows me, I don't have to speak for myself. They'll tell me exactly which category I fit into by the way I conduct myself. People come in the room and they gotta keep telling you, I'm somebody. I'm somebody. Been telling my kids, and I say, great people don't talk about themselves, other people do. They don't have to keep telling you how great I am, how much I'm getting done, and how
other people talk about
where I'm from, it's like, oh, you really must not. You must not really be knowing where you're from. Because if you were, you wouldn't keep announcing yourself like that. You wouldn't keep flashing this money and opening up and coming in, and it's like, okay, I see what's going on here.
That's flag number one right there.
Sad. People fall victim
the loudest person in the room is the weakest person
because they see it so much. I think they're programmed and they just start doing it. They don't even realize what happened. It's like, don't believe the hype.
They don't even know where the true acid that's in front of them when it's there.
Let me tell you something.
Because the acid is quiet.
People eliminate themselves, and I don't. No, I love the steps.
Because you save me trauma, drama, and stress.
People do, because I don't have to exert any effort. I don't have to waste any time. Like, oh, they showed me. Cool. This is how I'm moving. Now, you said you was going, but I thought you keep jumping.
And I believe it.
Emotion. But you're that's effort in your emotion. It's like, what? Reminding you about what you said and what's going on. And I just feel like the older I get, I was saying the other day, I just want to trim the fat so I can move quicker. I want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver a little bit differently. I don't want to have to keep talking about it or point stuff out or remind it. I want to be on a level with individuals that understand the expectation and standard of who we are. And it's like, and that's what we do. If I got to keep telling you, didn't you say what we? Because guess what? Disparity of growth will happen. You won't have to talk to them people for long, because you'll be somewhere else. And doesn't mean they're down here. It just means you guys aren't operating on the same frequency. We ain't even in the same zip code no more. We're not. That's what it's like. The more I move forward with intent and purpose and do different things, I think I was laughing. When we started doing this, well, you knew I was getting stuff done. I think my background has changed at least 4 or 5. I'm in a different background every time. I'm constantly elevating. That's why I don't trip, because it's like, no. Some
but
people
that's the purpose.
You gotta watch. You gotta
point. We're supposed to elevate.
Same tired, like. But but people will just be a part of it. They won't even understand it. They'll be a part of that same conversation. They'll be a part of that same busy work, and they won't understand. It's like, now you caught up in the drift of doing all that stuff, and you wasting your time too now. No.
And I know people like that. Close people back home.
Nope. We don't play that.
20 years in.
You want to know what's crazy? The ones that's in like my tribe, which when I say my tribe, I say my husband and my children. When they on their worst day, they run in circles around people that's older than them. Like, you doing, I'm bad with you, but you still making moves. You know what I'm saying? So I just pay attention to the BS and the busy work. That's who I need to identify the BSers and the busy work, and I'm all right. Carlo up or she laid out?
Yep. She is half and half.
She said, I just want to come lay up with mommy.
Her eyes. She be sleeping with her eyes like this. And she sleep. That's why this is how she is most comfortable. She don't really like being on my shoulder like that. She likes literally being on the right side, because I'll put her head on the left side. No. This is her side. You know, at least I made it almost an hour. I knew she was probably going to wake up.
Get cuddled.
Living the life. She's like, she talking too loud. Now I need to get up and get cuddled.
Change me. And I
Yep, because I gave her a shower earlier. She had her shower. Got her hair combed down. That's why it's an afro, you know. Ate a nice full dinner, watched her little TV, play with her toys.
You put your clothes on, bathe me. That's not coming to America type royalty. Hear me? Washers.
Best of the best. $7 milk.
That's the life. That's the life right there.
She is only the best. Maybe when I'm old, she'll make sure I get some good food when my teeth are out, are all gone, and I'm just on a can or something. Make sure I'm well taken care of.
I don't even remember that baby life, but damn, that looked fun. It does. Let me tell you something. Having adult kids, you can hope, but don't start thinking about it too much. You'd be like, maybe they'll look out. Don't even, if they, that's like unexpected. You just want them to be able to care for themselves and use and be like, I equipped you with all the tools and resources to do well. You can take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. Because if you start talking like, I just know they would look out.
And then they don't. You can only hope for it. Just raise them the best you can.
It's something about daughters when they do something to you. It's like they rip out your ovaries. They know right where they're at. They know right where they're at. Like, dang. No, I'm not expecting none of it. It's like, I know I did the best, so you can be your best. And there it is there. You got anything in your bowl?
Life. Yep. It's hot up in here, boy. Has social media made the middleman forgotten? And the middle class man forgotten. And I say this because Kia had wrote a few weeks back. She was like, y'all be trying to get the bag, or y'all be just trying to get dick and disease. Y'all don't want the middle class man making 30 and 30 thousand a year. Y'all be forgetting about them. He gonna make sure the bills are paid. So what I got from her is like, are we so wrapped up with trying to secure a bag with the men with money, or just loving the D so much that we are forgetting about that man in the middle, the actual working man? So that's why I said, is the middle class man forgotten? You know, the one that might make 30K, 45K, 50K, 60K. Is he forgotten? Has social media made us forget about the middleman? Because you either are chasing a bag, or you're getting with these quote unquote busy, what you say, the rappers, the busy workers. You know what I'm saying? So then that the actual working man it's like he's forgotten. But then women complain about a man taking care of the household, this and that. Those are the men that are working that will make sure that the household is taken care of.
Social media has a huge effect on a great majority defining what a good man is. We saw something. I think we were all watching, and I'm not sure what this lady. They were like, "How much does the man need to make for what does your man need to make?" And she was like, I think she said something like he needs to make like 600,000 or something. He was like, what do you make? It was some outrageous number, but I really do think that they look at this stuff and it's like, I'm not Beyonce, but I need to have a Jay-Z in my life, or I need to have that type access to that type of money. And it's like, what you coming to the table with?
Exactly. And why are we worried? First of all, okay, you thinking about money, but you also need to be thinking about how this man is going to be treating you.
Treat me. All I need to do is give me my red bottles in my Birkin bag. That don't matter. I need to be looking good. It don't matter. Or I need to be able to tell
be a rapper that don't make nothing.
I just saw something today because I was off of social media for a minute. I just saw something today where they said the lady was like, if you girls is out there buying these bags saying that your man got them for you, you paying for these trips on your credit card saying your man took you there and you wait for him to pay you back, pay your credit card bill off. They said, not only are you crazy, but you actually putting him out there so that other women can see him and think they getting the catch. So you set her up for the fall. I know what it was. So this lady, I've seen this more than once too, where they're like, the young girls are saying the middle-aged women, and this woman was like, I consider myself middle-aged. I'm 46. A good-looking woman too. She said, y'all gonna stop trying to throw that on us, talking about we had our time. you know, it's too bad all the older men want us young, you know, young girls, because we know what to do. And she was like, let me set the record straight. Y'all working too hard. Y'all out there, y'all moving them in your house and chasing them around. She's like, we're not doing all that. We're not over here because we can't get nobody. We don't want them. We don't. She was going the whole different. Like, it's like we don't
exactly.
And so I was laughing because I feel like back to what you were saying, that narrative, social media will have you looking cross-eyed at somebody that you normally wouldn't, because you're basing it on what you saw on there, or the standard, or what women are entertaining in that world, and you don't even know if that's real.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like you said, taking pictures and videos in your room and putting the background make you think you, or you go to a nice bar and sit at the bar and have water and make it look like you having a drink, just to take a snap of the ambiance and then you leave. Or just walking up to a nice restaurant just to get that quick little 3-second video of the restaurant name, but you don't go in.
If you are recording the majority of your experiences on social media, you're not living. I believe that. And I believe if you're in a healthy relationship and you're recording all the time that you're with him, it doesn't happen very often. I don't want to pull out the camera when I'm really in the moment, when I'm really enjoying who I'm with. Where the hell is the camera coming into play? Like, I'm not getting paid for it. If they're like, you know what, we got to capture this moment because you guys already know it's for marketing. You guys are pushing the brand. You're selling this brand of relationship, whatever. But think about all the accounts you look at that are not selling any of that. They're just showing you it. Why am I able to peer that deep off into your life? And this has nothing to do with your brand or marketing, or you're not paid to do this. That means that you're really not experiencing the individual or the ambiance or the moment of what's happening. Recording your food and you enjoying it at the same
time. Look at me, look at us.
How you at the party? Oh, I was rolling. I just saw something. This girl was like, listen, y'all gonna be mad at me. I gotta send you this video. She said, every time I go out with, going out with your girls, and they want to take 1,000 damn pictures. And she said, I'm so tired of 1,000 pictures. She said, I got dressed. I'm looking good. And she was a pretty lady. She said, and I want to go enjoy myself. She said, but you want to keep on taking these pictures, She was like, here, everybody, let me tell you something. Everybody's not here, to get pictures. Some of us want to have a good time. She's like, and I cried. She said, and bitch, just because you got 6 outfits and 2 wigs, don't get me involved in that. And I was like, did she say 6 outfits and 2 wigs? When she delivered it, I was crying. But she was really saying how these people go out and take 1,000 pictures of what's going on. Their outfits, girl. She's like, move in, you messed up, do it right here, do it. I'm like, who's doing that? But obviously they are. I got time to enjoy myself, not time to be trying to let everybody see what I'm doing.
Look, I be struggling just to take pictures of me making a goddamn smoothie because I just want to make my smoothie and enjoy my goddamn smoothie. So you might not see me putting the shit in there, but I'm going to just give a quick video of me pouring that shit in the cup because I was just trying to make my smoothie so I can enjoy it while still giving y'all a little something, a little tool, a little resource. But I want to, because it takes a lot to do that. You
I had a conversation the other day.
Bitch, I want to drink my smoothie.
Might ruffle some people's feathers, but that's what I do sometimes. So somebody was telling me they met a person, and the guy was like, I'm gonna follow you. And he's like, but let me let you know, if I follow you, I will unfollow if I don't like what's going on. And so I was like, okay, thanks for the, letting the person know, but I never got into the follow and all that stuff. You can follow for support if you understand, but I'm either following for content, like watching for news, but I'm not just meeting you and it's like, let me follow you. Because to me, here's my thing, and I feel this way, even with some of the pages that I have, some pages I don't follow anybody. It's not about not supporting. It's about, that's not what I'm there for. This page is to give information to, if that's what you like, come get it. You follow Beyonce for less. She charging you to come to her concert.
Yeah.
But the thing was, I got the
and Beyonce posts once every 6 months.
Anybody says, if you follow Beyonce, she ain't followed you back. Yeah. Why are you worried about if I haven't followed you back and you getting fed off of the content that I provide? I got a problem with that. You know, somebody will be like, you ain't followed, but you ain't talking about nothing.
Exactly.
Why do I know you in real life? Why do I need to go and look at this prompted because the lady was saying the outfits and all. I don't need to see all that. The content you got over there with your butt out and all that, that's for whoever. I don't want to, I know you in real life. But you don't have to follow me and I have to follow you, but people be offended by it. Like, I guess you're not following. What? Has Beyonce followed you back there? Let's see how many blue checks you follow that don't follow you.
Bitch, back. I know you for
and
real.
You over here worried about my follow, and we got each other's phone number, and you can actually hit me up if you need it. Something like it gets so interesting and ridiculous with the social media. Going back to that stuff, it distorts the mind and the expectation and like the balance between reality and like craziness. You know, it's like, you guys, this is not real. You don't even know these people. You're basing your life decisions on something or somebody you don't even know if this is real. You don't know that this is what's really happening.
You know what I hate is if I know you got my phone number and we talk a lot and you trying to have a conversation with me in the DMs on Instagram. First of all,
no, you got the DM when you don't have a phone number, right?
Yes, they are. No, you. If you got my phone number and I talk to you regularly, don't start a conversation with me. They would only talk to you on your phone
because you don't go to the DM when I can just text you or call you. Oh, you're saying this happens? Oh,
you would think so.
I'm not talking to nobody in the DM if they got my phone number. That's
you would think so. You would think so. I just look at it and then I just, you know.
You know what?
You saw me read it.
They got programmed. They heard somebody say sliding into DMs is a thing to do, and they started doing it. It's crazy. It's unfortunate, but it's a reality of what we have to see and choose not to be a part of.
Exactly. And while we're on social media, you know what the fuck I hate? Just because I post something, don't mean give me a fucking call.
Did you just slide that in and be like, since we on social media? You know what? We on social media right now. No, but you said since we on social media right now.
Because you see me post a story.
Slide this in. Like, we gonna talk about it. Okay. Wait, what do you
I'm
mean?
just gonna slide this shit in, right? My PSA. Just because you see me post a story, you see me post a reel, you see me post a post, that does not give you an opening to fucking call me. Okay? Sometimes the shit's scheduled and sometimes it's not. I was just trying to get a quick post in. A bitch might be busy. Don't fucking, that does not mean, oh, she must not be busy. Or she's posting on social media, so I can call her right now. No, you can't.
They might have been trying to catch you. And
I don't give a fuck. Don't do that shit.
How do you know they're calling you right after you post?
I don't care. Just because I post does not mean I'm available.
No, but maybe just lining up like
bitch, that. It happened last week.
Like, as soon as I see you post, the call comes through and you're like, I know they're correlating.
No, it's not.
Me having my phone?
No, it's not. No, it's not. They see you post and they go, oh, she's posting. Let me call.
Maybe you post and they're thinking, oh, she's got her phone. I text her. I wasn't able to get her. She's got her phone now. I'm going to call her.
No. Just because I post does not mean I'm available to talk.
Maybe they text you.
Correct.
And they couldn't catch you for a period of time. And then you post and it's like, oh, she's got her phone. Let me call her.
But that didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen.
But that didn't happen. You text me right after I post something because you got my notifications on clearly to see when I post. So you thought, oh, so she posting? So let me hit her up.
Like, don't do that shit. If you see me post.
PSA, don't do that shit. Exactly. I just feel like that's an opening for people to be like, well, shit, I'm gonna call her. She posting, I'm gonna call her.
And they didn't want to slide here.
No.
Okay, as I was saying, they didn't.
The conversation is never about the post.
Maybe the post. I'm gonna go opposite. Maybe the post prompted a conversation, and they didn't want to slide in your DMs, so they called you. So see how they were like, I'm not about to be disrespectful, DM her, and I have her phone number. And this post has prompted me to want to have this type of conversation because that really hit something in me. And they call you. Yeah. No.
No.
Tried. Oh, you just said no on all. No. Okay. You're not buying it, huh?
No. It's only because I know people.
So you like that?
When you know how people operate, you just be knowing. Exactly. I post on social media because it's a part of who I am. Okay? Shit. Sometimes I be posting at work. I don't be having time like that to post at work, but I be trying to get my daily post in, you know? Meredith said, y'all want to know my opinion.
Man.
People should be comfortable with themselves and not seek validation through social media. Oh, Journey said, that's why the metaverse is winning. They know people live through that world. It's become less about personality and more about what someone can
that will make sense for people that really like get it. They should be, but it's the what they say, majority rules. The masses. We are. When I look around sometimes when I go outside after
we are the minority.
You are outnumbered. So don't you do it today. Don't you? Huh? What'd you say?
We are the minuscule. We are.
Yeah, you gotta be.
We are the minuscule.
Don't you start having these outlandish conversations about they shoulda, why are they? I would. You are outnumbered. Get out. Do what you need to do. You gotta give yourself that little pep talk and get back inside. Stop trying to reason with this madness. Stop, talking about what they should do because you were clearly outnumbered. Like, okay, let me save myself some time because I'm gonna get all caught up right now and nothing's gonna happen. I'm gonna be mad and nothing's gonna happen. Well, I'm gonna grab my next one. We're gonna go out with a bang. I'm gonna roll. I'm staying in my mild bowl.
Let's do it.
I'm staying in my mild bowl on purpose because men.
Oh, okay.
The internet, they are relationship therapists. Man, you relationship. I'm like, my mild bowl usually has stuff that's like, building and stuff. I know that's what's in that bowl. Let's see.
Yeah.
Are you wasting the head start your talent gave you just because you're talented? I see this all the time. Are you wasting the head start?
What is it? Are you wasting
you just because you're talented? And one of my favorite sayings I will always say to the kids, like, how does hard work beat talent? Because talent doesn't work hard. I say it all the time. And what I find with people that are very talented, that's a head start. That's like an extra one-up that you have. It doesn't mean you win. It just means you're a little ahead. So are you wasting the head start that you have because of your talent? The talent is just giving you an extra, 5-second start. That don't mean you go, because in the famous words of J. Lou, they will walk you down. Like on the track field, it's like they coming up. Have you seen those track meets where the person's in the lead and you see that person gain on them and they'll say, "Ooh, he walked them down," and you look up and the person that was way at the back passes them somehow. It's like, how did that happen? Wow. So I'm saying that's a visual example, but I look at it like that with talent. Just because you're talented don't mean you won't get walked down by somebody that's less talented but more hardworking. Take it of the head start that your talent is giving you and equip yourself in some other ways too, like to win. The goal for everybody is to win. But I find that more people that are talented will be like, I'm chilling. Like, I don't have to do all that. I'm looking whether, and I say talented, but we can equate it to whether you're articulate, good looking, funny, naturally a people person. These are all things where somebody will just be like, I just go in a room and people gravitate towards me. And then you got somebody, I know I will say you've done this, but have you ever been looking at TV and say, you like, this person can't even act. I don't know how they're in so many movies. Or this person is not even really that attractive. Like, how did she win or he win? Or, wow, like,
but they were hardworking. Meanwhile, the person that's really talented,
you know where you see it a lot. I hate to say this because it's probably gonna come out bad. You see it with guys that we may consider unattractive versus guys that are really attractive. The unattractive guy will have beautiful. Oh, she's so pretty. What's she doing with him? But you won't see. Think about it. How many women that are really pretty that you see with really good-looking guys? That like guys that we look at and like, oh my God, he is fine. I mean, just think about, and even vice versa. How many good-looking men do you see with like beautiful women? It's usually, I'm not saying, and the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I'm just saying, I'm gonna keep it on the men. I've seen some men that are not like bodies not banging. Then I don't even want to bring my regulars up when I say DJ Khaled and Rick Ross and them, but and you probably seen it in just regular life.
Yeah. But you can even look at the actors and the athletes and stuff.
But guess what?
Look at them and look at their
I may not be the best looking, I may not have the best body, but I'm gonna work the heck out this talent that I have. I'm about to work it. I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna win. And you know what I'm saying, whether it's sports, whether it's me securing my bag, whether it's me being articulate, whether it's me going in and I can work a room. I've read 1,000 books where I know how to win over people. They are equipping themselves with what they feel they lack so they can win, versus another person that's like, I got everything. I don't have to do nothing. Everybody loves me.
Yet,
what did Journey of Legend
you at the end of the race like a tortoise.
Talk about. I said I don't want to bring the guys up, and then I named them too. My favorites, Rick Ross and Jake. Because it throws me sometimes. Not so much DJ Khaled. I should give him a break. Only reason I kind of hit him sometimes because some of the stuff he does, the way they shame women with their bodies, sometimes he just gets away with it. Like he just,
just you can be all out and, like that, but the woman, she out with her poop off, and y'all shaming her down to the dirt.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what is this? But Rick Ross is always talking about taking somebody girl, spending money on I mean, he's just bold with it. And I'm just like, in what life? But that's me. That's my preference. Somebody may think he is like that guy. But I still feel like in him, he wasn't relying on no talent. He worked hard. Rick was like, to get what I want, to have the options.
And
you know
still working hard.
Like, I'm not going to just come out and, he wasn't doing that. Yeah, so I just feel like with that, you got to make sure you are not wasting. And it's a self-reflect thing. I think that's just the season always. What talent are you relying so heavily on that could possibly be handicapping you, you know, or keeping you from taking advantage of the head start you have? If you like super good with, you know what I'm saying, technology, you already got one up on somebody, because everybody is not skilled in technology, all that stuff. If you naturally can jump in front of the camera and technology, you know, you're not nervous. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't find the words to say. Like, I've identified all my talents. Yeah. Like, I said, it's like, I can do this, and I can do that with my eyes closed. Yeah. So what are you waiting on? Why are you, what else? You know, and I feel like don't let one thing hold you back from something else. I see it all the time with specifically with women. It's like, well, I don't look like what everybody else looks like. Okay, so what do you look like? What's keeping you from doing it? Because I've seen women where their teeth aren't the way everybody wants it, where the skin's not, where the hair. I've seen more plus size women on TikTok than I've ever seen in my life. And I'm talking about like 400, 500 plus, like doing try-ons, 59,000 people watching their videos. Like, I'm about to go out here, I'm gonna put these house shoes with this leopard purse, and I'm gonna put this like a little trash bag dress, and bold in their purpose. Where you got a girl that's probably working out at the gym, it's like, I just don't want to do it yet because like, I don't have the cuff. You know, the cuff I really want. It's like, they killing the game over here. Neither one I'm saying is wrong, because it's somebody for everybody. I'm saying, how, for me, the pep talk I have is like, I'm not about to let nobody outwork me. And I'm going to use with the talents I have, the natural talents I have, but you're not going to never outwork me. While you sleep, I'm going to be up. You're not going to outwork me, and I'm equipping it with the talents that I already naturally have. It's a win. It's always a win when you know you did everything you could. But when you know you was holding back a little bit because you kept giving yourself every excuse, or you was just like, I'm almost like, I'm going to let them catch up because I'm just that person. It's like, you're crazy. But why?
And I know, like, for me, just personally, I know that I could tend to handicap myself for sure. Like, sometimes I'd just be like, get in front of the camera, and I just be like nitpicking every single thing, and then it'll be like, you know what, fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Just,
you know what,
flaws and all, hey guys.
But you really do care. You see, I don't give a fuck, because if you're on there, it's like, but if you like, especially specifically for you, if it's like, well, put my bomb lipstick on, put my shirts on, what is flattering to me, and exude whatever gets you feeling your best. You don't go to the club with a trash bag on, like, I'm about to go out tonight. Oh well, yeah, you get dressed, you get your lips together. It's like, we're going out. You give that same energy to whatever you're passionate about. It's like, what's going to exude that I'm feeling my best when I do this, even if I'm nervous or I feel like, you know, I'm not as equipped or ahead or whatever doubts you're having. It's like, how can I still position myself to feel good about it so that energy is conveyed in whatever I'm doing? That's how I do. I don't trip about if you're working on where you're at, that's not where you're going to always be. So it's like you're seeing me in transition. I'm a caterpillar, a butterfly in a cocoon right now. So I'm gonna still keep it cool at this stage, and I'm gonna still be transitioning and growing and all that. But nothing's gonna stop me from being the best or not or using what I naturally have. I feel like I lose when I don't. If I show up already defeated, I already lost. I'm saying, like, when you go on and you like, fuck it. Don't go on that way. Go on like, I'm about to kill it. Go on, like, push yourself to be like, well, I'm already, if I got on this, like, you know, whatever, it's like, but I could go in there and put like a, you know, a cute t-shirt dress on or something. Then with this one, it's easy. They about to see me from the waist up.
Exactly. And you never know what people's response is going to be to what you're putting out or what you're doing. I think we get so handicapped mentally worrying about what people might think when you just don't know how
Listen,
beneficial the information you're putting out is helping the next person.
You're gonna always see me in Journey of a Legend,
you know,
or you might see me in like a little fitted with a cardigan, because those are comfortable things for me. Easy. I change the color of the shirt, throw on my cardigan. You're gonna get all this space. My hair gonna be pulled off. I might do a lip, I might not do a lip, but I'm comfortable. It's when I start thinking about what everybody else is doing, you know, or you start, it's just too much. It's like, well, maybe I should change my hair. Maybe I need to have something out. Maybe I need to do this, or this doesn't look good. Does this look good? It's like, you why are you here? What's the reason you're doing this?
Exactly. Because now you just wasted time saying all that you
trying to get a
said.
modeling gig? Is that
What
why
if?
you're so
What if?
like
I can't.
I can't on what you got on? Because you still want to be presentable. You want to feel comfortable or good, but the overall goal is to get the information to somebody.
Yeah.
So it's like, how am I gonna downgrade or just kind of move to the side while I'm really coming on here? Now I'm making it about me and how my face looks and how this looks like. No, if you put a cap on with some lipstick, you'll figure it out.
Exactly. But, y'all be seeing me with my beanies on. I'll put my beanies on, put a little lip on or something, just make sure my face is fresh with my beanie on or my hat, and it just is.
Journey of a Legend said Damien from Creed type shit, and what is that shit? I'm throwing my.
He's my hobo look on in the club.
That's not
we were talking about when you mentioned the club.
Somebody, if you see some of these people jump on doing the videos of what they do, and it's like, I just love their authenticity. It's like they came on like they rolled out of bed. You'll be looking at it, critiquing it, but you didn't do it. You wouldn't even give yourself a chance. And you'll be like, I could have done that.
Exactly.
But you were afraid. But this person got on with their camera back. It's messed up. The lights would have done it. Up, and they like, I just came on to tell y'all when.
Crust all in their lives.
Guess what? Sponsorship for positive energy right now. They want to redo that. It's like, well, those opportunities missed you because you were scared to go on. You talked yourself out of winning. You talked yourself out of winning.
Out of work. You know, and it's so funny. Yep, and like I said, you never know who's on the receiving end. Like, there's a coworker that started following me on Instagram, older white guy, but like we be talking, he was like bringing up, you know, I eat their bonza pasta too. He was like, and I tried this other brand. I'll have to let you know how it is, but I found another chickpea or lentil pasta brand that I'm going to be trying out. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like you don't know who's on the receiving end of what you're giving. Even like for me, when I started back posting and just the love that I got, like it was like they was just waiting for me to come back. You know, it's like we're on our journey. We here, you know what I'm saying? You always going to keep us with the resources. You just never know who's on the receiving end, whether they're paying for something you got or they're just tuning in and engaging with you on social media. They're getting something,
like there's enough room
and you just never know until you put it out.
Just imagine, you know, the mindset of how much stuff we wouldn't get if we can take it spiritually. If churches were like, I can't start my church. You see how many churches are out there? You see how many pastors is this? Or if Popeyes was like, I can't open up as Popeyes. There's KFC, there's all these other chicken places, or McDonald's was like, well, look at In-N-Out. You know what I'm saying? And I know that these weren't all started at the same time. What I'm saying is, you get caught up in what everybody else is doing.
Like, there's no oversaturation.
There's a group of people specifically for you that specifically are waiting on for, you know, what you have. They are tuned into your frequency. If you believe that wholeheartedly, it's already a win. I'm not for everybody, but who I'm for is waiting on me, and it's not just about me. So it's important that I get on in whatever aspect and give in the capacity that I'm supposed to, because somebody's waiting on it. When you think about it that way and you change the mindset or the perspective, you get all over the, oh, I shouldn't go on because I don't look this way, I don't feel this way, I don't have the right lighting, or you know what I mean? You just get out there because it's bigger than you. You know, we have these conversations. I was telling Lou, I said, what if what was that? What was that?
Lighting.
Oh, you know,
I said lighting.
What if God told you, and I was telling him that you were a step stool? How would you feel about that? And he was like, what do you mean? And I said, I had this thought, you know, where God was like, I'm gonna need you to be a step stool. You know, I'm gonna need for you to be the step stool for the next person and the next person. But a step stool has a huge, you know what I'm saying, part. And everybody is the step stool in different seasons. You're not always going to be the front. As Chris Rock said, if you saw the last special, not this one, you're not always going to be at the front. Sometimes you got to play the damn tambourine. You're not always singing lead. If you can't look at it in that aspect, or just have that perspective where it's like, I got to get this to somebody else. Like, this is urgent. You don't move with that type of intensity. I feel like it's a loss for not just you, it's a loss for some other people. Now, I do believe spiritually that God will bring somebody else up to get other people what they need. It's not like you're the end of it, but it's like, why not just do your part? Because what you're asking for, you got to go be to somebody else. The opportunity you asking for for somebody to give you, you won't even get out there and give the information to somebody else. You'll be over there like, if somebody could just give me a chance, give me an opportunity, give me some information, if somebody could just bring me the finances I need. But you know, how are you doing that? You're not allowing yourself to walk in that head start through your talent, because you over here talking yourself out of it, because the way you look, the way you feel, you know, my clothes are not right, my lighting's not right. And it's just like, it ain't even about you. It's so much bigger than you. Just do what you're supposed to do. What if it was just audio? That's the part I laugh at, because I
just put it out there.
Started doing like going, even when I started doing lives with you, I never had done lives before. And you know, I was like, and I remember we first did, you like, how did you not? You just get on here and you talk. But this, to me, I look at lives like I'm talking to whoever this is how I talk to other people. But I would not do lives. I do not like being in front of the camera. I've never liked being in front of the camera, because it's like, I don't like it. I just feel like it's so unnatural. And it's like, just do what you came to do in front of the camera, and just know that because of that, it can get to more people. You get caught up in yourself. Just stop. This device, this advancement of technology can allow this information to get to so many people so much faster than you having this one conversation. Because I always would be, I have conversations with people, I just don't want to record it. Don't give me no mic. I'm over it.
Look at you now, thriving, blossoming.
I saw somebody the other day
doing the damn thing, bitch.
Because you just had a birthday, and then Harlow just had a birthday too. We can't count those numbers, Elle. We grown.
Yep, she turned 2 on Wednesday.
You got to get 2.
Pisces, and Meredith had a birthday on Saturday.
Aries? Okay.
Yep. No, she's Aries.
My fellow Aries. Fire signs. I'm a
Sagittarius. Harlow Aries, Meredith Aries.
Fellow fire signs. I'm always looking at, like, you know, as we go forward, or the different things that we're doing, it's like, what if I didn't do any of that? What if I just copped out and was like, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna show up. I just don't have the energy for it. You know, I'm so over it. It's like, just get in there. It's like, why not?
Yep. Just do it. What do you have to lose?
Nothing
to lose, and everything to gain.
I saw a lady that was 47, and I didn't know she was 40. I thought she was in her like late 50s or maybe 60. And I was like, man, I'm winning. I'm gonna run with that too. I'm jumping out here in front of all the cameras and enjoying the benefit of the youth, because I'm not around older people. I don't even, until you get around people, you don't even be realizing certain stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm hitting the 50s club. I'm thinking 50-year-olds, we all look like 50-year-olds. No, we don't all look like people. We don't all, you know. So I'm like, yeah, no, there's no excuses. There's no excuses for none of it. It's like, just do it. It's like, why not? And you'll be hitting the 40s.
Just do it.
Shoot. Hit 40 and look like you're 20
years. I just turned 38.
I'm hard.
I ain't mad at it.
I don't got time for stress, negative energy.
I am not mad at it. Okay.
I have a childlike enthusiasm. It's like I'm Benjamin Buttons up in here. It's funny, the other day, Lou just saw Benjamin Buttons. He's like, "That's what you mean all the time." I was like, "Shit, I'm aging." I'm going, every time I say, I'm like, I'm Benjamin Buttons. I'm going back.
That was a good movie.
I'm not about to look like. At 60, they'll be like, "Damn, you know what? I thought you were 40." That's what that water do.
For real.
Man, if you do 80-20 with that, you win.
That water and that
fruit. If you do 80% of the stuff that you don't, 80% of what you supposedly won't eat, and then you take the 20 of the, like the chips, you're gonna win every time. We're gonna have to.
Yeah, you good.
Well, that was my last topic. We did 4. We're gonna have to figure. I'm not playing with them.
And I don't know if they're gonna cut us off or not.
We came, we saw, we conquered. We gave that information. Well, we'll talk in between this week, because I know for I'll run the Sipping Live thing in there. We'll see what's going on with we're about to go into April. Dang, the time went fast.
On Monday, on Saturday.
Quick. Wow.
I know.
We love you too.
I know.
Hopefully there was some enlightenment here, because we go from
love you too.
Together, and I'm laughing at you sliding in. While we on social media, do not hit me up. It's like this is literally an open phone call right here. Because I'm like, well, maybe
for real.
No, they do. Oh, I'm going to, because I
appreciate you looking at the other side of things. No,
but maybe because you.
I know, and I love it. I love it.
But maybe. She's like, that's not the case. I think I had texted you a while back. I think sometimes I know when I leave my text open and I text, I don't get the alert. But we're gonna find out, because I know at Meredith Grad I've peaked. I know that you like the food and the ambiance and trying different places. And I know Elle, once you get it solidified, and when you come into Cali in September or however you're doing it, we're gonna hit the winery up and have a couple of other places. But I sent you some. I'm like, we gotta hop on a call. But I was like, Elle probably either saw it and thought she responded or was moving. But we'll figure it out, you guys, of where. Look, it was a while back. I'm telling you, it was a while back. But now we know still we're on our open phone call. We will figure out what places that we're going to go when you're here. The winery being one of them, because I just take that place for granted. But I enjoy the energy of it. The people are cool, But I want to know sooner rather than later, because I love it. At Meredith Grad, I see you be moving around. So, if you're told, some people need advance notice, some people don't. But come to Cali. Ella's coming to Cali. You can hit a couple of places, and I love an experience. So the winery, San Antonio Winery, is one of the places that we're definitely going to go. And Elle, we're gonna have to make carve out some time to hop on a call, or you can text me some places you're thinking of or whatever, and we'll have it set so when you come, it's like these 2 or 3 days specifically we'll be there, and anybody that's in this Sipping Live community, because that's what it is, let's meet up and have some good conversation, some exchange, some positive energy, and just take in the whole experience of the place, and our cameras out taking 1,000 pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But once Elle give me the dates, because I see at Meredith Grass said I'll look at my calendar. I know this is happening since September. Here will be September 11th will make a year that we've done Sipping Live. So I'm thinking somewhere in between that. But once you solidify your dates, once Elle solidifies her dates, then we can the sooner we can tell you guys. And if you want to join in on the experience, then hey. Well, because I feel like I'm already at the end of the year. I know that's crazy.
It feels like it, to be honest.
Like 2024. What we doing?
Yeah, it literally feels like it. Like,
so it's like
crazy.
What we doing 2024? I want to get there. So, always, as always, if you guys have a L Pendant, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can shoot us an email at watchsippinglive@gmail.com. And
it is in the DM.
And if you DM her or you see her posting, do not call her phone if you have her phone number.
Thank you. Let that shit be known.
And I think what we'll do is we'll jump on the phone sometime this week, and then I like how we post today that we were coming on. That was really cool. I posted it, so I think we'll know. I don't even think it has to be a set schedule.
Yeah.
But we can figure out once we kind of talk about what irons we have in the fire and stuff.
Yeah.
Post it if you go, get on, catch it. I appreciate I feel like whoever's supposed to get it, they get it.
They get it.
But it'll always be on a Sunday when we do it. But we can post before when we're coming on or the day before or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But we'll talk this week and find out. And I've enjoyed the conversation as always. I finished the drink. It must not have been as crazy because I got all my wits about me. I think I've been more toe up on here. What other stuff?
Send me a text in the morning and let me know how you're feeling. How you felt after Sipping Live.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna look at when I get off. We have painters. They were painting and sanding and stuff. So I'm gonna check all that stuff out. So I'm cool. I'm good.
Yep. I'm gonna put this one back in the bed, and she has her 2-year doctor appointment tomorrow. Then I'll be back at work after. So I'm just gonna pull out some clothes to wear and just wind it down.
Yeah, relax. What is Journey of Legend said? It was sitting for a minute. I don't know if that's about. I don't know. But we'll know this week. We'll run when we'll be on. We'll either make something where it'll show the next date we'll be on, or we'll just run for coming on. But we'll figure that out this week. But as always, we enjoyed you guys taking time to come and sit and have this open conversation.
Yes.
And we look forward to the next Sipping Live. Have a productive, productive, safe week. Because tomorrow's Monday.
Yes.
And until next time. Cheers.